Beauties, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for another week of makeup and beauty, and as you can tell, I am looking a little rough. I did break out quite a bit, so I'm excited because I'm going to be using a lot of different products in this video that I'm sure will do this face right here a little bit of justice. So let's get started. So today we're gonna start with the eyes first, because if you've seen some of my other videos, you know when I'm doing a heavier eye, I always tend to do the eyes first and then I go in and do the rest of the face. So we're gonna continue this week with this palette again. I know I've showed you guys this palette in my last few videos, and I also mentioned that moving forward I would like to pick a palette and do a variation of looks with that one palette before I move on to the next palette. Today I am thinking we are gonna go in with this cool looking purple. I really like this iridescent blue, and I kind of want to play with that purple here and then this one, and then I kind of want to use that one as a transition. So although it sounds super weird, I promise you I think it's really going to come together, because part of what I do is being creative and trying new things. So I'm excited for this, and I hope you guys are excited as well, but let's just get right into it. So I already went in and primed my eyes, and I primed my eyes with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I've showed you guys this before. This is actually one of my favorite eye primers. It really does work. It makes your eyeshadow last long, and it's really soothing on the eyelids. So I really like that. So we're gonna go ahead and set the top of the lids. And I've also been working, you've seen this one as well. It's the Shine Bright. They come with such a variation of colors and textures. This is what the Shine Bright palette looks like. But today we're just gonna kind of use it for this bare shade right here. I like to set my eyes with a nude shade, and this is actually a really good one to do that with. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab my Morphe and Jaclyn Hill fluffy brush right here, and I'm just gonna set the entire eyelids. We're gonna use this really pretty orange as a transition shade. We're gonna go in with the same brush, the same Jaclyn Hill and Morphe brush, and we're gonna go ahead and just grab some on the brush and bring this color up higher. So we're gonna bring this color as high up as we possibly can to kind of allow that color to peek through all of the other ones. Now we're gonna go in with a deeper color, and I'm thinking that I want to do this color right here to be a little bit tighter to the lid, the crease. So we're gonna go in with a smaller brush here. Alrighty, so we went ahead and placed that really pretty purpley pinky color as my second transition shade. And as I was working with it, it definitely looks gorgeous on the eyes. And as you can tell, it goes really well with that beautiful peachy color over top. So you can kind of see the peach peeking through the top, and then it kind of gradients into that really pretty purple pink. I'm calling it purple pink because it looks purple in the pan, but when you put it on the eyes, it looks like a pink. So just keep that in mind. It does look a little different. So nothing bad. It's just, it looks quite deceiving, as you can tell. We're gonna actually smoke out the eye before we place that really pretty blue or iridescent and that purple. We're gonna smoke it out with this color here. I'm gonna go in with a smaller detailed brush, and for that I like to use, I think this is just like a BB brush. It's by the brand BB, and I think I just got it from like a gift set years ago, so I don't even know if they're still available, but I'm gonna go in and kind of blend it with this little brush here. So now it's time to go over the entire lid with this. I'm very excited about this one right here. We're gonna go ahead and use a cleaner side and place that beautiful, I don't even know what color to call it because it's like a blue or green. I have high hopes for this, so I'm really praying to the gods that this is gonna work. Ooh. Beautiful. I think this is like going to be one of my favorite palettes now. I think I'm gonna use this palette a lot, especially when I'm going out. I know I can rely on it. I know I can make many different looks from it, so I'm not mad at it at all. We are gonna go in with this palette right here. This is the Megawatts by Clean Color. We're gonna use this really pretty, it's like a purpley iridescent color. So I thought that that would actually look good over top. And we could probably go in with, I know it sounds weird, but maybe one of these white colors too to kind of make it pop. Alrighty, so now that we've got the top of the eyes and we smoked out that pink, I do want to add a little bit of glitter because of course I love sparkling, shiny, diamondy, glitzy, that's my thing. So we're gonna go ahead and use this beautiful AOA Studio glitter, loose glitter here. This is what it looks like. And of course I'm gonna get it wet. I'll show you what the actual glitter looks like. Here, I don't know if you can see it on the cap. That's a very pretty iridescent blue-green. So we're gonna use that same brush that we packed on the eyeshadow with, and we're gonna wet it again with my fixing spray. And then we're just gonna use the whatever's on the cap. Wow, and as you can see, that's very, very pigmented. Put it in that area where we put that light shadow. So that is all done and it is looking very cute. I'm loving it so far. So I went ahead and toned my face. I moisturized with my Holy Hydration and I primed. Right side, this is the dewy one and it comes with vitamin C and B5 and it gives your face a very nice dewy glowy look, but not overly where you look greasy. So I really like this. For the foundation, this is the Luminizing CC cream. So this is the pink bottle. This is the one that's gonna give you a nice glow. One pump to start with. Usually I do 2 pumps right away, but today I'm thinking we'll go in with 1 pump, and if I need more, we'll just add another pump. for my concealer, we're gonna go in with this It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This is one of my favorite concealers because it gives you full coverage, and a little bit of this goes a long way. So you only need this lightest amount, and therefore the package, this is going to last you a lot longer than your normal concealer. So I really like the fact that it's efficient, it's going to last a long time, and it's full coverage. And not to mention that it makes your face look absolutely beautiful and stunning after you use it. It gives your face a very beautiful natural glow. So I'm really digging this concealer. I highly recommend it. And what I do is I like to warm it, which I've already done. So I went ahead and let it sit on my finger and kind of rubbed it together and let it melt for about 10 seconds. And now I'm about to go Morphe flat brush. So we're gonna go in with just a tiny bit, because trust me, this stuff is very, very thick, so you don't need a whole lot. And I just kind of put it on my forehead. I put some on my nose, Cupid's bow, and my chin. And of course, it did do a good job. You can't really see the acne anymore. So yes, I love this concealer so much for that reason. Like if you're having a really bad skin day, this concealer you can count on to save the day. Under the eye. We're just gonna put a little bit there too. Not a whole lot. I have a brand new setting powder for the under eyes. Setting powder. So this is what the packaging looks like, which as you can tell, this is a huge, you know, amount of powder. It's 1.2 ounces, and the packaging is really nice. I bought this in the shade translucent. So let's see what the inside looks like. This is what she looks like, and I love the name. It's one size fits all. I'm not crazy about there just being that tiny little opening here, because it's not allowing, oops, there we go. It does look a little thick, which is great because I do need some good coverage under there. So we're just gonna go ahead and try it out. Wow. So it definitely is a thicker consistency, I'll tell you that. It's not giving me much coverage, which it is a translucent, so I don't think it's going to. And I do like it, a powder, to give me a little bit of coverage there, but that's okay. We're gonna keep trying it. This is the whole reason I do this, because I love to test products. We're gonna test it a few more times too before I give it my full review, but so far so good. We're gonna set the rest with this Almay setting powder. I'm gonna use a palette that I've been trying for a couple weeks now. It is a newer palette of mine, and I'm not really sure how I feel about it, but I am stages of it, and I haven't used all of the colors in the palette yet for me to be able to, you know, really give my review, but it's this Morphe face palette. It's the 8M, which stands for medium vibes. So I got this in the 8M because I am medium skin. I just want to see if that's going to help brighten as it says it will. Okay, so that is that. It did brighten up a little bit. So now I'm gonna go in with my bronzing one right here, and I'm gonna go in with the darker bronzer. Something is just not. I put quite a bit on my brush and it didn't really show up on my face. So I don't know if that makes sense, but it's not very pigmented. I think that's what I'm trying to say. This brown one right here is not very pigmented for some reason. It could be my brush. Could be I'm not putting enough on. But I'm going to dip into that other orangey one and see if that kind of helps. Because normally when I put on a bronzer, it normally does a good job at covering up my scars, and I notice it's not really doing that. So I don't know, that's why I want to keep trying. I like to keep trying products because then you really get a feel for how they work the more you use them. So I think with this one I just have to keep trying it. But yeah, the lighter one of the bronzers is not as pigmented as I want it to be at the very moment. But we're gonna go ahead and contour. So we're gonna go in with the darker contour for this one. So we're gonna go in with this one right here. And I know, just based off of previous times I've used this contour is actually really pigmented. So this one you do have to go in with a lighter hand. I think I put a little bit too much on that side, but it's okay because we're gonna blend it out very nicely. Okay, so now that we have the contour done, we are going to do the makeup, the under eye shadow. We're gonna use that orange color, that one that we did the transition with, and we're just gonna lay that as our base. Next, I'm gonna go in with that purple color that I used for the top of the lids. Not that it's like overly necessary, but I do want to go in with this purple, the darker purple here, just because I just want to see if it's gonna really make a difference. So that's that. And I am gonna use my sweeper brush to sweep any excess powders that fell under off. And then I would like to go in there with a smaller brush to get the inner corner of that bottom lid. So anytime I do like like a color that stands out on the top of the lid, I like to go in the inner corner and hit that area up as well. So we're gonna go back in palette again, and we're actually, you know what? I think this would be a good opportunity for us to try that pretty purple that I initially said I wanted to use. So we're gonna go in with that and wet our brush because I do want it to be very, very pigmented. So we're gonna shake her up. I'm gonna go in with the Burt's Bees Strawberry Cream Blush. So this is one that I did use in a prior video, but that was the only time that I really used it. So I haven't had a chance to actually like fully test it out. So I thought, what better way to do that than to use it in this video again? And not to mention that it actually is like exactly the color of my eyes, kind of. So we're gonna try her out again and see how this is gonna look. So I'm just gonna grab here and then I'm gonna warm it up as well because like I said, I like to warm up any products that are cream based. I like to warm them up between my fingers before I actually put them on. And what this does is it just allows it to melt into the skin and gives it more of a creamy texture. So I think that's good. And then we're just gonna pat her on right onto the cheeks. I'm gonna put a little bit more on. And you can already tell it's pretty pigmented, but not overly, you know? And then we're gonna go in with my blush brush here, this tapered one, and kind of spread it out. And as you can see, that is a very beautiful strawberry color, and it is hiding my scars. So that's what I was saying, is that once I have all my makeup on, it really does a good job at like covering everything. See, and that's what I like about Burt's Bees. It's nothing is overly done. Like, it's all very natural pigmented, so I don't have to worry about putting too much blush on, because that's like my pet peeve when people wear too much blush. Now we're gonna go ahead and go in highlighter. So there are a couple different highlighters that I have my eye on, and I'm not really sure which one to use, but I have this newer Revolution blush palette that I just picked up the other day that I haven't really had a chance to test either. So I was looking at this. It's technically a blush, but I was thinking it would look nice as a highlight. Other Revolution palette that I have here, this color is, it looks kind of like white, but it's really an iridescent color, and I really do like it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like an iridescent lighter shade. So I was thinking maybe I could mix those two. I don't really know if I need to mix them. I don't know, but we're gonna do it anyway just because, just for fun. So let's try it out here. So I'm gonna grab my highlight brush. I definitely like them both mixed together. I think that was a really good idea. And I'm just hitting the brow bone and then the Cupid's bow. Alrighty, so I went ahead and did the eyelashes, the Ioni. These I get from my local Dollar Tree. I wanted to do something that was going to really make the eyes pop, and obviously this did a very good job at that. So I went ahead and put the lashes on, the falsies on, and I did my eyebrows. And for the eyebrows, I used my L'Oreal Brow Stylist. This is her. This is a very nice brush because, or not a brush, but a pencil because it's very thin and it really can get in there. So you can really define the brows. I went ahead and did a bottom line. Initially, I didn't think I was going to do that because I thought, you know, with everything else going on in the eyes, I'm like, I don't really need a liner. But then I thought, what the hell? This is a brand new eyeliner that I bought from Ulta, and it's called the Metallic. It's LA Girls Shockwave eyeliner. So this is what it looks like, and it's very pigmented. As you can tell, you can kind of see it under the eyes, but it's very, very pigmented. And then I did the bottom lashes, and I think it's already dried, so I can go in with one more coat. Bottom lashes, I am using the Essence, the false lashes. Looks like. I really like this. It is a, I mean, it kind of elongates, doesn't make them very full, which is fine because I do like the look of my bottom lashes being longer, but it separates them very nicely. So it's not going to give you a whole lot of like volume, but it is going to separate them out and it is going to make them look longer. So that's that. And the next thing to do are the lips. So we're going to go ahead and go in with the Maybelline Color Sensation in the shade Totally Toffee. Okay. Well, luckily, it does have, I'm glad this happened because it does have a sharpener here. So you can go ahead and, if it breaks off, you can go ahead and sharpen her right up. So there it is. Try this again. And now we're gonna go in with the lipstick. And for the lipstick, we're gonna go in with the Bobbi Brown. This is what it looks like. This is in the shade beige. All right, so we have pretty much everything on, you guys. I think the only thing left to do is the setting spray. So we are gonna go in with, because I have so much, like I have a dewy look going on right now, I think we're gonna go in with that same setting spray that I used for the eyeshadow. I'm just gonna use it for the all over face. I think I am all done here. We've got the full face, we've got the brows, we've got the eyes. And so for the eyes, we've got that really beautiful iridescent, I don't even know what color to say it is because it looks like a very cool tone color right now, but it's like an iridescent, like purpley, bluish, and it does have a little bit of green pigment in there, believe it or not. And then for the smoky eye, you have that beautiful mauve purple slash pink. And for the lips, you have that very natural, beautiful Bobby Brown lipstick. And then for the bottom of the lids, you have, or the waterline, I'm using that beautiful LA Colors eyeliner. So I'm very, very pleased with how the look turned out today. I am so excited to get feedback from you guys and let me know if you like it. I'm gonna go ahead and let my hair down. So yeah, I'm very, very excited about this look today. It is something that I just kind of thought of last minute. So I'm excited that I've used the majority of the colors in the palette, because this palette, let me tell you, is a good palette. This Delanche Starry Moon Night. This is a beautiful palette, and I've had a chance, luckily now I've had a chance to try almost every single color in this palette, and I've been able to show you the different looks that you can do with the palette, and I'm very, very happy about it. And I can actually say that I would definitely pick this palette up and do more looks, and if I'm like going out for the night, this would definitely be a palette that I would think about, and I would say, heck yes, I can do a look with that. So highly recommend that you guys pick up this palette. The Shine Bright is also a very nice palette in itself. I do want to do another video later down the road and show you guys how these colors perform, but yes, this is also another very nice palette. But I'm very happy with how everything turned out. And as usual, please subscribe, give this video a huge thumbs up, and comment. I am so open to comments and feedback, and I'm excited to hear from you all. So have a wonderful night, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.